everyone. I am honored to be here and to meet new faces, new people. I know a couple of people in the room, and I have known Sherry for quite a while. You linked some fantastic contacts up. And if you want some great contacts, go to Sherry, because she has them. She has them. But it's all about what we make of it, right? And what we do with it. Let me give you a little bit about my background, first of all, because that will help you understand why I've invested a ton of money in my company, which is not a nonprofit, it's a for-profit company, Defenders Gateway. 17 and a half years ago, I started a nonprofit called Little Patriots Embraced. Some of you may know about it. We've been around for a long time, and our mission is to serve military children and their families. We focus in on the children. We have an array of programs. We travel to military bases. We have deployment packages that go out to children when they're experiencing a deployment and they're sad because their parents are not there and leaving. We have teddy bears that go out. We do all kinds of care type things, but we also have, which Debbie can testify to because she's attended a couple of things. We go to military bases and put on anti-bullying programs and reading programs and other programs for the kids. So we're hands-on in the charity. And I've spent 17 and a half years volunteering my time. I ran 2 businesses before that, and actually sold my business when I started and founded the charity, because I was at a point in my life where I was getting tired of dealing with hospital purchasing departments. I work with them all over the country, and I decided, no, this is what I really want to do. I want to spend my time in charity work. Well, after many years with the charity, about 3 years ago, I had a health crisis, which many of us have, and it kind of laid me up for a total of 3 years. Okay, so up to 3 years ago, I was just recovering from this 3-year episode of one thing after another that led to Defenders Gateway being created. While I was sick, my daughter was at my house helping me, the one from New York, and she's very bossy. She's my oldest of 3. I don't know if you have children, if you know what I mean about the oldest. But I said, get my iPad. I woke up and I said, I have something I have to do, because the charity, the experiences I had with the charity and the young families that struggle financially, especially when there's a crisis, like a child being sick with cancer and things like that. We've experienced so much of that at Little Patriots Embraced throughout the years. I felt like I needed to do something more. What could I do with it? So I woke up out of a sleep and knew that I needed to create a resource for them, a national resource. And so I started to create on my iPad Defenders Gateway app. So the Defenders Gateway app is our members app. I went on to create an entire network, which you can look at what we have up here. Our main website is thedefendersnetwork.com. I encourage you to, and also the pamphlets that you'll have the website and everything on that. The pamphlets are really mainly for business owners like yourself. It talks about what we do with the network. So what we're doing on this app is we're creating business, bringing in businesses and building. We have about 186,000 business locations on this already in the United States and Canada. I opened up Canada about 3 months ago. So we are just pulling in businesses everywhere to get on board this network. And if you have a location, if you have a business location, and we have many of those on there, we're looking for more of those business locations that will honor these defenders. Now, when I say defenders, we named it Defenders Gateway app and Defenders Network because we're talking about firefighters, police officers, military, veterans, EMTs, families of the fallen. All of them exclusively can download this app, and the blue flyer is all about that. I hope that you'll take the blue flyer and post it in your business, give it to a veteran or somebody you know or a firefighter, so that they'll download this free app. It's totally free for them, the resource that we're building. Of course, we have to support that, so we're bringing in businesses. We charge a very small fee, like less than a cup of Starbucks coffee a day to be on this network. It's very inexpensive. And we're doing that because it's not about charging a lot of money for these businesses to be on. It's about building the network and building the resources across the country for our defenders. I also have this little pamphlet right here. I encourage you to take a look at that. And if you want more of them, I have a lot of them with me. If you feel like you can put them in your business, that would be great. I would love to see this flyer out everywhere, all over this area and beyond. This is on military bases by the thousands across the country right now. And we are getting, every day we are growing in huge numbers. Right now our numbers are about 148,000 total, okay? And we're still growing with our members, which are our defenders. Our businesses, I mentioned that we were, right around 185,000. I just attended a big conference in Las Vegas with the franchise industry. And I would say 9/10 of everyone there, they're so excited to get on board this because they want to give back. There's a lot of businesses that really want to give back. And when I say that you need to do something to get on board, you need to give something away. If you were a restaurant, free coffee on Fridays for defenders. You need to have the heart to give something back, or we don't put you on our network. So that's kind of how we work it. I also want to mention that we have these postcards. So if anybody here, and I know Sherry has these, Sherry is one of our reps that is going around talking about Defenders Gateway to small businesses. Dropping these off, you're welcome to take as many as you'd like. If you know some small businesses that might want to get on board this network, or if your own business wants to get on, it's very simple. You can go right online and sign yourself up. It'll go live on the app, right from our website. So, you're welcome to take some of these. Before I stop with my, I think I have 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes. I want to mention this. This is a Topgolf event. My company is sponsoring it. We're one of the sponsors, but we have two much bigger sponsors than that. Signa is sponsoring, Hollywood Casino and Hotel is sponsoring. We still need 3 bays filled at Topgolf, and it's October 9th on a Saturday morning. So for most people, it doesn't interfere too much with work. We'll start out at 8:30 in the morning with registration opening. By 9:30, our guest from California, Ryan Wentzville, he's the long drive world champion long driver from 2012. He still tours all over the world. He just got back from Japan. This guy is amazing, and he'd love to meet anyone who wants to support. This is for Little Patriots Embraced. It supports the military kids at Christmas, the funds that we raise with this. We have an enormous toy drive. In fact, we have people in this area, including the Wentzville Community Center, that gather toys for us. So all over the St. Louis area. We've got probably one of the biggest I know we do. We have the biggest toy drive that exists in the St. Louis metro area next to Toys for Tots, so we actually partner with them. So when we have toys left after we've dispersed to the bases that we give to at the charity, then we call Toys for Tots, come get it. They bring a U-Haul and we give them the rest of our toys, for the kids. So this is really important, and it's really at the heart of everything that I'm doing. I'm not a young person. I started, this may sound kind of crazy, but I guess I was 64 when I first started working, 63, when I first started working on the design of the app, Defenders Gateway app for these members and the resources. And so that was, about 3 years ago. So now you know my age. And I don't have a problem with it. But I only have a couple years left. I'm not gonna work past 70. I'm gonna turn this company over to some other people that I'm actually meeting and working with to carry on, because you get to a certain point in your life and you have things wrong with you and other issues, and I want this to grow. I want this to grow and continue to grow way beyond my involvement directly with it. When it comes to the charity though, I will never stop with the charity, and I know Debbie knows a lot about that. She's been to the military base. Didn't you go to Scott Air Force Base with us?
I didn't go to that one.
Okay, well, we had somebody else in the suit, but we had, Ray Avenant was there and did the anti-bullying program. So the funds that we bring into Defenders Gateway from the advertisers, from the businesses that want to get on board this, it gives you huge visibility. We're going to grow this thing to 40 million potential consumers looking on this Defenders Gateway app and on this network of websites. Okay, so I would encourage you to look at it seriously, look at the pamphlet, contact us. The information's on the back side to contact us if you'd like to get on board. It's $249 for a year. It's really not expensive at all. to be on board. And a portion of that money, my company gives directly back to the charities. And when even if you're not a defender and you decide you're a business, you want to look at it, you can download the app. Just let us know you're going to download the app. We'll clear you, because we have our own vetting system that has been built on the back side. We vet everyone using this app. There's no stolen honor here. No one is going to get the app and just use it to get the discounts and wear a Vietnam hat. We're not allowing that. So we built a really fantastic system. But I would encourage you, when you do get on, if you do get on this app, you'll see that we have a nonprofit tab. So the nonprofits are the ones that my company is supporting, both financially and every which way. I mean, Tunnel to Towers is on there, and many others, and many local and also national nonprofits that serve our defenders. So my company's planning on supporting them. And we already are supporting some of them. So this is really about full circle. It's about yes, it's about the charity part of things, but it's about honoring the defenders. Look at where we are today. Really, it's a disgrace, but look at where we are today with our military and with our defenders, with our police officers. We are going to turn this around, okay? And we're going to do it through Defenders Gateway, through our system. So, and I have a lot of people. There's a lot of organizations nationwide. There's a lot of really strong people coming into the fold to help make that happen. Version 2 of the Defenders Gateway app is about ready to release. I had hoped to release it July 30th. We didn't get it out because we have one thing on there that just really needed some more attention. We are going to have a private chat on this, on Defenders Gateway. You'll only be able to get into a chat room through the app. It'll be completely private, where others can't get involved in it and see any conversations. This was requested through dozens of military personnel that have come to us.
What would be the benefit of the chat? Is that what you're asking?
It's private conversation, being able to speak. In the military, there's some major issues going on. One person on my board, he's my director of business development, Ray Tuggle. He's 26 years retired Air Force, and he and many others have come to me. We've sat in meetings and talked about the problems with communication just of late with military people, even outside that are retired, trying to communicate with each other and trying to discuss things and being shut down, okay? And in some cases, really big having issues. They have their retirement to worry about, and things like that. And I think you've probably seen the news. If you haven't, you should take a real close look of what's happening. So we decided, and a lot of companies have their own, blogs, and they have their own ways of communicating through the members. So this will be a members chat. So you must be a member to get involved in it and to be on it. And so that's why at the beginning, I knew this was coming. I knew we were planning on it a couple of years ago. And so we created a really strong vetting process. But business owners can naturally download the app and see it so they can watch their listing. And then also we have a partner portal, like a business partner portal, where you can get on and change your description. So if the app pops up and you say, oh, well, I'm gonna have a special deal going on, I want to change it. You can change your description and messages to the users that are looking at it. So there's some great features on it. We have a jobs board listing. So if you're looking for help, looking for people to come on board, if you're listed on our app as a business, you can use the jobs board listing free of charge. We don't charge for anything other than the small fee to become a member, a business member. So, and that's about it. And I hope that we can get these 3 days that we have left. We're trying to help the charity by getting the 3 days filled for this Topgolf event. You would love Ryan. You'll love meeting this guy. He's real down to earth. He's amazing. And he came last fall. And you met him last fall.
He
volunteered.
gets it out every time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm telling you something.
Fall.
Yeah, right. So they gave him, they gave him a special bucket of balls. They wouldn't let him use the balls with the technology in it. They said, we can't afford it. We know about this guy. They told me before he came last year for the first time to Topgolf. He's been coming for 10 years to the events for the charity. He's been a big supporter of the charity for over 10 years. He comes from California, at least once or twice a year to help us out. So I encourage you to get this out. We have plenty of flyers if you think you can hand them out to anyone else. And again, you don't have to be a golfer. I'm not a golfer, and we go. And I know that Debbie loved it. She's not a golfer. She didn't want
First
to
time
try it.
last year, I was all intimidated, and then they couldn't stop me once I started.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. We have great food, so we feed everyone. And you'll have breakfast with Ryan, and he'll talk about his history, how he went from, a small town in California to become the long drive world champion. And he's still traveling around the world. He also has his own golf show, Driven. It's called Driven Golf Show. So you can also look that up on Facebook and find him on there. So I thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And if there's anything I can do to help anyone, let me know. Thanks.
Thank you.